Geminis. So you Geminis actually have the strength, the Six of Swords, the strength, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, right? So the strength and the Five of Swords is all about how people will do a lot of fronting. And and the reason why is because of the Six of Cups, right? An ex-person that you stopped talking to was doing a whole lot of fronting, a whole lot of trying to make it seem like they were so better off without you and that they didn't need you, right? The strength can either represent standing on your own 2 feet, or it could represent stupid pride, where it's about, the person is so dumb, they're so worried about showboating and trying to save face and trying to put on a front for people. I don't know who they think they're. I don't know what's the point of fronting, but they're trying to put on the front so much to the point where they're ultimately doing themselves a disservice. And this is what it is that happened between you and this person that you stopped talking to. You really liked them. You were trying to get to know them fairly, give them a chance, but they ultimately played themselves, because what it is that they end up doing is they end up basically playing themselves out. And they made an idiot out of themselves because they were so worried about telling you off, to the point where, they couldn't understand what it is that you were bringing to the table, right? As the Ace. If we really want to get technical, the Five of Swords represents you, and the Ace of Wands is them. They were the ones bringing in a lot of conflict into your life, because you had to make a personal internal decision as to whether or not you were going to keep them around, because you may have really liked them and you wanted to talk to them, but it was basically like pulling teeth. And like it is, I said before, you got a lot of people out here playing these stupid games because they got issues. They refuse to do the right thing. They want to waste time. They want to be on nonsense. It's like, okay. And then you have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Now they're coming back. Don't you, Geminis, dare go back. They're coming back. The Two of Pentacles represents their frustration to the whole thing. Now it's the idea that, now the tables have turned because they were too good for you. And this is what the Death card also represents, right? They were too good for you. Now, now all of a sudden, for whatever reason, they're reaching out. But I know what the reason is. Things are not working out for them the way that they thought they would. That's a real humbler, real fast. That's what gets a lot of people's hearts broken, Gemini. It's the idea that a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people end up overvaluing themselves, right? They punch upwards, so to speak, metaphorically. They go above their head in value. They're not as valuable and as popular and as well deserved or well liked as they think that they are, right? They don't get the idea that everyone is a whole, right? Like everyone is a jerk. They don't get it, that everyone is a jerk. So the best thing that you can, everyone, me, you, everyone is a jerk. And they don't understand that the best thing that you can do is to kind of curve that a little bit, and that everybody has things that annoys other people and get on other people's nerves. But if you can curve that a little bit and be more tolerant, then you should be good. But a lot of people don't take the time to really understand that. So you know what happens? They overvalue themselves and act like nothing that they do or very little that they do annoys people. So they're going to essentially live their life and do what it is that they want. And then the thing about it is that they end up rubbing a lot of people, so to speak, the wrong way when they interact, because they have this ideology that their boo-boo don't stink. So they overdo it, right? They all they have a habit so much of overdoing it, but they overdo it, right? They do too much, they go too far. They always like to overdo it. And the death card now represents how it is that since that's the case, right? The Six of Cups, they're coming back, right? But the death card is you don't want them back. And see, this is where the tables turn, because the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups is all about how you Geminis know good and well what time it is with them. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. Maybe they were approaching people and it didn't work out, right? Those people that weren't interested in them, maybe they felt bad deep down inside. Who knows? But for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And now a lot of you Geminis know that it didn't work out because they're here talking to you again for whatever reason. But the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups represents you're still on some kumbaya type stuff within your own self personally. You're not going to allow, this is what I'm seeing. A lot of you Geminis are not going to allow somebody who told you no and then came back after giving you a hard time to actually come back. And to be quite honest with you, Gemini, it may not have even been anyone else in the picture. It may have literally been a situation where, you know, like it is, I said, they just said that they had somebody else just to, again, raise their value, right? To get you to chase up on after them. But this is what it is. This is what it is that I mean when I say that it's stupid, because at the end of the day, they played their own selves at the end of the day, right? And the thing is that the Page of Cups now is about, so now that you're not really feeling them, the Page of Cups represents they're trying to kind of force this situation to happen by ignoring the fact that a pretty obvious one, that you're not really interested in them. And it's not you playing games. What it is, right, the Six of Swords, you've decided to actually sail off. You're done. And it's not, and the crazy part about it is, the real crazy part about what it is, Gemini, is that it's not even about you not being attracted physically to them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be interested. The thing about it is, you're just not really attracted to their character. They're jerks, like I said before. So let's clarify the Six of Cups. Five of Pentacles, the Magician, Seven of Wands, and then you have the Nine of Swords. Once again, like it is, I said before, now they're coming back. And at this point, I'm beginning to even doubt if there was anyone else in the picture. They may have just was acting like they're all better than you to get you to chase up on after them because they like playing this game. The Magician and the Magician represents you, and the Seven of Wands represents they just never expected you Geminis to actually pull their card and really call their bluff. But you Geminis did. And now the Nine of Swords is all about how you Geminis don't, they will know this is them. They really feel terrible about them being goofy because they understand that they look stupid for doing the stuff that they're doing, because that's my dog over there. See? They effectively accomplish nothing at the end of the day. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Death card. Let's clarify the Death card. You have the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and then you have the Ace of Swords. This is what I'm talking about, right? And it's the frustration of, look at how things flipped. You wanted them so badly before. Now it's like you're disgusted by them because the whole game essentially turns you off. This needing to run game on you, this needing to get one over on you. It's a lot of you Geminis are starting to realize that it's played out. And the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords now naturally is about you can't be around that type of nonsense. So what is it that you did? A lot of you Geminis realize that it's time for you to leave them, that it's time, the mere fact that they should have never have came back, because the mere fact that they actually came back goes to show you how weird they are and why it is that it's probably a good thing that you broke up. Not broke up, but like, because the two of y'all wasn't actually together. Maybe you were, but for a short time. But it wasn't anything serious. And that's my point. Maybe you Geminis, you're realizing that, you know, maybe it was a very good idea that the two of you weren't really together for a long time. Because to clarify the Page of Cups, we have the Strength and we have the Judgment, the Two of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, like, this is what it is I'm talking about. You can't do anything with them. It's totally dysfunctional, right? Now it is that the shoes, and the Strength is what they started out with, right? Now that you Geminis are exhibiting strength, restraint, where you don't want them, you really don't, because not because of their physical attributes, but because of their body. Now the Judgment is, now they want to, right? The Judgment and the Two of Swords is, the Two of Swords represents they are deliberately choosing to not look at something. They don't want to deal with the shame of they played you out and they didn't have to do it. And then now they screwed themselves because they spent so much time doing that instead of just being with you, because they want you. The only problem is the games played them. They played themselves out of a good relationship. And then now the Ten of Cups represents you moving on. So they really played themselves with this one. Anyway, comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. We're literally almost there at 10K. Appreciate y'all. I just want to say thank you. I will make a thank you video, you know, just to kind of show y'all my appreciation. And I think we have like 11 subscribers left, so please, let's get there.